there's three things I want to touch on really quick. Let me jump right in when it comes to how to increase your contact rate. Here's the first thing that I want to share. Let me pull this up and then share my screen. There's three things specifically. I'm going to run through them quick. Okay. This is my follow-up system when it comes to leads. I have a 12-point follow-up system. I also would say that this is a little bit light, but most people do not reach out to their leads enough, fast enough, or enough. If there's two things I want to stress to you tonight, you don't reach out to your leads quick enough, and you don't reach out to them enough times. I heard an agent recently, also because of our Kaboom leads, we're getting testimonials like freaking crazy. You can go to kaboomleads.com and check them out. We had an agent recently that was like, hey, dude, I didn't really love your term leads. I'm like, okay, well, what was your follow-up like? What'd you do? He's like, well, I just, my CRM, I just let my CRM text them. And I didn't, I didn't get very many bookings. And I'm like, okay. And um, how many times did you call them? He's like, oh, I didn't call them. Yeah, I'm like, what? You have to call your leads. Okay. That is like non-negotiable. Okay. Something you absolutely have to do. Freaking insane when you do not call your leads. Okay. Absolutely wacky. And so if you're new to the game and you're like, I don't understand that, I'm telling you, it is so freaking crucial. Okay. So crucial. And so day one, I always did three calls, and I also three calls. I don't count. I count a triple dial as like one. I count it as three dials, but I'm calling them like one time, right? Three calls, one text, one email. Two calls, one text, one email. Day two, one call, one text, one email. Day three. I would left one voicemail a day. I'm not a big voicemail guy, even less of a voicemail guy than I used to be. If you're local, you can door knock unreached leads. Six calls equals a 90% chance of contact. I'm going to show you that in a second. Also, calling at different times of the day can double your chances. For me, Jason, a triple dial is like, hey, I'm trying to reach them one time, right? And so I like hammering to get in front of leads, because if I invest in leads, I have to get in front of them. The goal is to get in front of them. It's freaking crazy if you invest in leads and you do not call them quick enough, you don't call them enough, and you don't try. I guarantee you, I can work any of our Kaboom leads and make a profit and a return on every single order, because I will freaking squeeze it till it's dry. I'm telling you. Okay. Also, calling at different times of day can double your chances. 80% of sales are made between the 5th and 12th contact, and you call from a different number if you haven't made contact. Okay. If you think about that, calling at different times of day, like definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So stop calling the same time every single day, right? Also, 80% of sales are made between the 5th and 12th contact. The average human goes 0, 1, or 2 touches, period. And then we wonder why we don't do well. That's maybe because you don't understand sales. You're new to this. You're new to the industry. Someone's not teaching you. They're not, your mentor sucks. I don't know. Okay. But like I'm telling you, this stuff works. Also, calling from a different number, if you haven't made contact, can't help. I used to call from freaking, my phone, my wife's phone, the college phone, the office phone, like any freaking phone I could get my hands on. Okay. That's a follow-up system. Let me touch on now this. Okay. Best practices for lead response management. This was a study that was done by InsideSales.com. You can see their logo at the bottom. And this was published in the Harvard Business Review. They did a study. It's this insane data that most of you have never seen. 3 years of calls from web-generated leads like we do at kaboomleads.com. 15,000 unique leads, 100,000 call attempts. Okay, the focus for best results, how should companies respond to leads? And the mission, maximize results, minimize effort. Many of the results in this study are based on first call attempts, indicating how to get the job done right the first time. Okay, number one, best days to make contact. It doesn't matter, just freaking call your leads, but Wednesday and Thursday ended up being what they noticed the best days to make call. Okay, they noticed a little bit of difference from like a Tuesday to a Thursday. However, if the new lead comes in, you must call it immediately. Number two, in the other box to the right over here, okay, best times to make contact. Let me get rid of that. Best times to make contact is, if you can look, 8 a.m. was the second best time, and like 4 to 6 was the best time. 3:30 to 5:30, 4 to 6, somewhere in there. Okay. The best time to qualify leads is between 4 and 5. Okay. There's 164% difference between early afternoon and late afternoon. Okay, some of this you already know, but you're not utilizing it. Okay, again, call immediately, but think through some of the stuff when you're contacting leads. Third, response time. Okay, number 3 down here at the bottom, contacts made from first dials. Okay, this was the first 5 minutes. Best time to respond was within 5 minutes. You had a 10% decrease after the first 5 minutes. Look, once you got to 10 minutes, you went from, they get 9,000 contacts to less than 2,000. Okay. If you wait from 5 to 10 minutes, okay, as you can see right here, there's a 400% decrease in the odds of qualifying just from 5 to 10 minutes. Huge difference. Most people are slow, they're lazy, and they do not do enough. Also, if you want this entire ebook, you can go to codyaskins.com/free. And we have a bunch of different ebooks for free. This is one of them. This one is called the CA Closing Leads ebook. Okay, this one's old, but it still works. Okay, but again, you can go there, you can download stuff for free. Persistence. Okay, again, 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, man, I'm telling you, within 5 minutes. Within 60 seconds, if possible. Okay, persistence. Chances of making contact. This is first call attempt. Okay, what's up, Miles? Good to see you, buddy. Kaboom, Kaboom. Okay, again, kaboomleads.com. I'm loving working and we're with you guys on Kaboom. The freaking feedback we're getting is redonkulous. Okay, also, if you would like to tag me on social, my Instagram is Cody.Askins. If you tag me on your Instagram story that you're watching this webinar tonight, I will personally share it to my Instagram story and just snap a picture, tag me, video, whatever. I would love for you to share this out on social. My team is not with me, so any chance to get to show off what we're doing, that helps a lot. So if you're able to help me and get some footage of us hanging, that would be amazing, and I would be almost forever grateful. Okay. Persistence. From the first call, you had a 35% chance-ish. 90% chance at sixth call. Always make at least 6 call attempts. Most agents never do. Don't say you do, because most people don't. Average call attempts by reps. First call, almost 40% make a call. Make just one call. The second call, we dropped to what, 30, I don't know, 25% or so ish, 20 something percent. Third call, 12% ish, right? Fourth call, under 10%. Fifth call, like 5%. Sixth call, about 2.5 to 3% of leads make it to 6 calls of reps, make it to 6 calls. But 6 calls is the optimal amount of calls, but only about 2.5 to 3% of reps actually get to a 6th call. 1 in 30, 1 in 40 agents ever make it that far. Over 30% of leads are never contacted at all. Well, I mean, dude, we just had a guy buy term leads. He did not call them. And I'm like, bro, you have lost your flipping mind. You invested $740 and you didn't pick up the phone. That is stupid. Okay, it's wild. By just making a few more call attempts, sales reps can experience up to a 70% increase in contact rates. We're talking tonight and bringing value on how to increase contact rates with leads. There's a bunch of things we're doing with Kaboom to help that. Okay. Again, this is Harvard Business Review's study that most people have never seen, and it's freaking incredible. I want to make sure you see it. Okay. Now let me go to the next thing that I wanted to touch on, which is all the unique things that we are doing to help you increase contact rate. If you're enjoying this and this has been valuable and it's been good, give me an 8 in the chat for 8%. That's how we roll. And so if you're enjoying this, you're like, bro, I think you need to do more of this. And I freaking like it. It's valuable. It's helping me. Guess what? Return the favor by coming to 8%. You know what I mean? Like, just do that. I'll keep giving away for free, and then you can go invest $200, $500, whatever, and we can hang for 3 days and we can actually spend time together. I would love that. Okay. Now let me share the next 3. And this is the third thing I wanted to share, which is all the new things that we are doing to help you get in front of leads. And these things I'm going to talk about are actually increasing contact rate. I'm not just saying they are, like, they are actually helping you increase contact rate. Okay. So let me talk through that. What's up, Anthony? Good to see you, buddy. We have a bunch of different types of leads. We even just added ACA, surprisingly. Final expense, term, and IUL are still probably our best three, even though our T65 Medicare has been really good too. These are things that we've done that we believe are making a difference in contact rate. These are important because you need to know these things, okay? First, TCPA compliance. Don't try to hide stuff. Don't try to like skate the laws. Be extremely focused on following rules. Okay, so TCPA compliance, we add TCPA compliant language and include the agent's name in the verbiage. Okay, very important. Okay, second, FCC one-to-one. Also, too, with FCC compliance, dude, guys, I went through a six-figure TCPA lawsuit. They wanted seven figures. I'm like, you guys are freaking nuts. I settled for, unfortunately, I settled for low six figures. And that person actually opted in for information, but we learned a ton. Do not, there's a bunch of vendors that you guys are looking at that charge, they're flashy and they charge a bunch for leads. And I can show you, I could literally go in to the behind the scenes of ads and actually show you a bunch of vendors that are uncompliant and that are not using TCPA compliance. Be very, very careful who you work with marketing standpoint, who you give your money to, because it may come back to bite you. You may save $3, but you may lose six figures. Okay. I'm just telling you, big freaking deal. This is really important. Todd, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you. Todd, shoot me an email, Cody@CodyAskins.com, and I will put you in touch with one of my guys. Sammy, just a suggestion. Please send me a copy of that PDF with everyone's initial order of complaints and probably a link to this video once it's published. Cool. Great suggestion, buddy. Appreciate that. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. There's actually probably something I could do within on the back end of Zoom to like make sure that, it actually happens, right? Which would be cool. Next is also any questions on TCPA compliance? Again, it's very important. Following these things is very important to do. You do not want to break the law. You know what I mean? Like you want to do things the right way. You just do. Okay. So is there any questions on anything we're sharing so far before I walk through the next pieces? Okay. Okay. Awesome. Appreciate this. You're the only one doing all of this. Yeah, it's a lot of, thank you so much. It's a lot of stuff. I'm also adding a message right now that you guys will get after one day after this. So I'm going to make sure that you have all that necessary stuff. And then I'm actually adding this to the back end of Zoom right now while I'm looking at your questions, and then I'm going to jump back in 10 seconds and go over the rest of this. Okay, cool. So here's the rest of this. FCC one-to-one consent, very important. What this means is we're expecting the law to go active in the law to go put into force in August, but then in next January it goes live, where right now agents can generate leads and marketing companies, vendors can generate leads and give them to whoever. They're going to make it to where the FCC, there's have to be one-to-one consent where one lead goes to one consumer goes to one agent and they get followed up with by one person. So the way we do it, which is different, most marketing companies have one funnel. They generate the leads and then they send that lead to different people. So what we are doing is we actually build a new campaign. It's more work and it's less profitable for me. It's not efficient. However, it is safe and I know I can get away with it in the future. We build a brand new ad campaign for every single agent so that it's entirely customized to just you. Okay, just you. And so the FCC one-to-one consent. Next is the national producer number. You can include your national producer number at the end of the funnel, and we will let them know what your national producer number is to build trust. We will include it in a text to the prospect, and we will include it in an email 3 times because the whole goal of working leads is to build trust. These things are so valuable and so important. Most people are not doing these things. When you buy leads, like you can literally go here. I'm just gonna give you a quick example. You can literally go here and you can put, yes, I'd like to share my national producer number, and you can put it right there, right? You can also say, I want to send a picture, and you can literally upload a picture while you are buying leads. Incredible. Okay, so we went over national producer number. Next is two phone numbers. We require two phone numbers with every single lead, a secondary number and a main contact number. We put preferred contact number. If we can't reach you, we can't help you because we need you to get in touch with people. So we get two phone numbers and we make sure that we know what their preferred contact number is. I don't know anybody doing this. Very important. We text the prospect as well. Okay, we text the prospective lead immediately to let them know that you will be contacting them soon, and we mention your name 2 more times. Okay, in the text, here's what we say. We text the prospect for you. Crazy. And we say, hey, Betty, your term life insurance request has been received by Jason Cobb. Jason will reach out to you in the next 24 to 48 hours. Skip the line, call Jason now, and then we put in a clickable phone number in the text as well. Okay. Also, you can upload your picture into the lead funnel process so that we can show it. You can show your picture and it increases trust. Okay. Here's a couple of the pictures that we actually just recently got with an order today. Here is one of them of an agent that we just got their picture. He lives in Tampa, Florida, and we are including that in his order. We also got another picture earlier. This one is Karina. Okay, literally her picture, she shared it, and we are going to put it in her funnel to try to increase trust. Again, increasing trust is very important. So the agent picture along with national producer number, those are very unique things to do. Also, we're mentioning the agent's name 8 times throughout the funnel, 6 times on the thank you page of the funnel, and 2 times in the text. Throughout the funnel, a total of 8 times. Mentioning the name a bunch is helpful because we want them to remember your name. Nobody ever remembers names. I want to help that. Impressive. Each lead campaign is client customized. In addition to geographic state location, can you also target by demographics, income, household size, et cetera? You cannot through Kaboom. So we do all that on the back end already. So depending on the lead type, that is already included. And thank you for the kind words, buddy. Appreciate that. Great question. Also, we are getting, with final expense leads, we're getting 10 to 20% of the leads are calling agents directly. We had a big agency. They put in an order for a boot camp. They did 500 leads. They had over 50 inbound calls straight to their office. So you get to choose, again, when you're placing an order, you get to choose if you want calls. Do you want the option for your leads to call you directly? Yes. Okay, great. What's your phone number? Okay. Again, very, very, very important. That's the inbound call portion. Also, we're getting 13 to 14 fields. This is really important because I'm telling you, it makes a difference. A lot of vendors get 4, 5, 6, 7 fields. We are getting 13 to 14. Let me show you with our IUL leads. Only $39 a piece, which is a freaking steal. People keep telling me they're too cheap. If you want to look at IUL, here's what we do. We get, how soon are you planning to retire? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or I'm already retired. What would be a comfortable monthly contribution towards your retirement? Select budget amount. What is your primary financial goal? 0 risk, guaranteed interest rates, tax-free income, no tax liability. Now, that's already 3 questions they've given information on. Favorite hobby. We want you to know who we are. Who's your reminder word you won't forget. What's the best number to reach you? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total pieces of information. Freaking ridiculous. Most people are not giving you this much data. Okay, they're just not. So 13, 14 data fields, that's really important. Also, we text you immediately because speed to lead is crazy important. As soon as a lead comes through, boom, it's dinging your cell phone immediately. Okay, immediately, very important. Also, inbound click to call. We encourage the client prospect to call you immediately after they become a lead. This is post lead. The call-ins are just a bonus. You're not paying for call-ins. You're paying for leads. We give you leads, but then we try to get them to call in as an extra bonus. And then we also include a phone number button for them to call you in the text message as well. We're also adding it into the email now too. So I need to add that on here. This is brand new thing we're doing. I need to see if I can find it. It's freaking awesome what we're doing with that. Transparent ad copy so that we are direct, honest, transparent. It actually helps you to increase, conversion rates when you don't try to like say that stuff is free or it's paid for by the state, or you try to like trick people. Tricking people doesn't work in 2024. People are too smart. They're too savvy, right? They're too savvy. It just doesn't work. Next, this is brand new. I'm going to try to show you this. We email the prospect. And this is where we literally send them an email with your picture, your national producer number, your inbound call number, and your name, like all of it included. And we are trying to get to where, like, here's an example. Okay. You can see it on my screen. This is a little bit of an example. This is a guy named Sean. It says your request for term life insurance information. Hello, Betty. My name is Sean. My national producer number is blank. I will be helping you with your request for term life insurance. I will reach out soon with more information. If you would like to skip the wait, you can call me directly at blank number. Thank you, and I'll speak with you soon. Sincerely, Sean, with his picture and his national producer number. All that, literally, we are working on getting that finalized. I think we finalized it this week to where it's actually going direct to the consumer as well. We're not charging extra for all these different things. These are included. And I'm telling you, I've never seen anybody do this much work. Sometimes it takes us an hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, depending on how complicated it is, to build a brand new order because of how in depth it is. We also do CRM integration. This is where you can provide a GHL API key and we can integrate them directly in your CRM for free. We normally charge for the extra work. They normally charge for the extra work. We do not. Yeah, which is cool. So these are all the unique things that we are doing, and we call this the Kaboom difference. We have a ton of different leads. You can go to kaboomleads.com to check out more information. Again, this was all about increasing contact rate. And so I'm trying to find and share unique ways of what we've seen. The biggest thing to increase contact rate of everything is to call them within a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Incredibly helpful. Matthew said earlier, can you triple dial? So if you guys have questions, now's the time. Can you triple dial a lead 4 times in a day? Is that compliant? You could. Yeah, you could. They request the information. So Deanna, you may want to share that message publicly. It only went to the host and panelist. It did not go to everyone, but that's a great message. If you want to know more about how to work these leads, this video is so helpful. Thank you. Anthony also said it only went to host and panelist. Everybody didn't see it, but he said, I'm so thankful for Cody doing what he does. I don't want any compliance problems and helping us all put money in our pockets. Dude, thank you. Appreciate this. I love doing this. What if the leads come in late in the evening? I would call them up until between about 8 a.m. and 9 p.m. personally. And so there's different laws for different states, but that's what I always did. If a lead arrives outside of compliant hours, is it legal to reply immediately? You can text. But I would avoid calling too late, personally. Is a copy of this presentation available afterwards? I think I'll make sure the team puts it on YouTube. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're gonna love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there. I'm so excited for today's CA Power Player podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. We got a special guest. He is back on the channel talking about how to sell life insurance from home. Here's what I love about this person. Yeah, I'm telling you, this will be one of the best.